Hey Leo, welcome back to my channel. Today we'll be doing a reading for the month of January. Welcome to 2026. We made it. It's been a year. It's been 9 years technically. I don't know if you guys are kind of following that, but it ended with the period of the snake, where we kind of had 9 years of hell and back, and I feel like that's just an understatement. I think that this past year kind of allowed us 2025 to kind of shed everything and go like close all those doors, like tie, like dot our I's, cross our T's, that kind of thing, and just put it in the past. And we're walking into 2026 kind of ready and open to receiving the new blessings that are coming, the freedom that's coming, this new kind of fiery passion, because this is the year of the fire horse, or the season, I don't know, period of the fire horse. So we are going to have these new opportunities, new things, happy beginnings, things that are really going to shine. Like, I feel like we already enter a new era and everything is just different. I don't know. It's like I'm recording this still in December and it already feels different energetically for me. Like, I don't know how to explain that, but like the air smells different and like the energy just feels so different. So if you feel that, definitely leave a comment, because like that is huge. So I'm hoping like the more of us kind of get on that wavelength, that energy builds, that we're just going to pivot to a whole new timeline. Like, that's where I'm at, right? Like, we need to change, because the past few years have been a lot. We're going to hop right in, right? We're going to get past, present, and future. Just remember, this is a general reading, so if it doesn't resonate, totally okay. Just leave her those that need to hear it right now and come back for the next month's reading. We're going to go ahead right now and also get a vibe of the month of January. What is going on with the energy here? Okay, that came out. Oh, I love this. I'm loving this new era for Leo. So the witch came out, experimentation, rebellion. Like, you are now a new you. That is new energy. You are kind of like leaving the old script behind of who you are. And so a lot of people might feel like, whoa, like what is happening? And you're like, I don't care. Like, this is me. And I'm tired of like people walking all over me, people taking advantage of me, whatever storyline fits you. But you're finally like, I'm done. I don't need to do things for anyone else. I'm doing it for me. And I feel like you're experimenting with like who you want to be. So there's a lot of like, I'm trying on new clothes. Maybe I'm changing my hair. Maybe I'm going to travel more. Maybe I'm doing something that I don't normally do. And I love that for you, because that is absolutely beautiful. So that's a great start right there. Let's go ahead. We're going to pull some cards here for the past, present, and future. And again, this is what we have gone through probably at the end of 2025, maybe a few months before that. So, and then whatever we see in the present, that I feel like will be something you can like kind of like tell yourself I like and don't like. Whatever the future is, you can change that, because whatever's happening in the present depicts what's going on in the future, because it's all energy, right? So if you don't like what's happening in the future, you can change that. Absolutely can change it. That's just how I view my readings, how I do readings for myself, and that's how I do readings for the clients that I do have right now. Again, at one point or another, I will want to open that up and see where that goes. But we're going to just do these videos right now, and you guys as a collective will kind of get some kind of aspect of this that might help you in the future. So let's go ahead and get the past, okay? What's showing up for me is the Eight of Pentacles. We have the Six of Pentacles, which makes a lot of sense, and then the Three of Wands. So in the past, you've been a massive people pleaser, or you did a lot of things for other people. Like, you are a very independent, strong person, so you almost take like the reins of the situation and take control. Like, you like control, it feels like, in the past. And you really were the person that kind of built like a foundation for everybody, for everything, for yourself, and like really didn't expect anything from somebody, but there was that expectation of like, hey, like maybe I can get something back from this, and it hurt you when you didn't. And so there is some kind of like pulling away, especially towards the end of the year, where you were like, you know what, I need to like see what else is out there. Maybe you guys decided to change careers because again, like you felt like the environment you were in, like you were doing most of the work, and but again, you kind of took up the brunt of that because everyone around you probably wasn't up to your speed or wherever you were. So I think there was a sense of like, I need someone to be on my level. I need these people to be up on my level. So maybe that's friendships. You lost friendships because they just weren't aligned with you anymore. There's alignment um issues that you've noticed. And again, you were putting the hard work. You were putting in all the effort and you decided I want to see what is else that's open for me so I can make a move and change. So that is what your end of the year, your past has kind of shown you. You've grown from, you learned from, and that's why the witch is here and you're experimenting, rebelling, and that maybe you didn't leave your job or your friendships or your group of people or whatever because you're not quite ready. We're going to go see what's happening in the present. Um, but there is a sense of like, I'm trying to figure that out, and specifically in the past. So, what's going on in the present is Seven of Wands. We have the King of Swords, and we have the Page of Swords. So, get a lot of learning about yourself. It does feel like experimentation. I feel like a lot of almost conflict and having to have to defend yourself right now. So I don't feel like the past has really been put to rest in terms of the situation that makes you feel like you're doing too much for everyone and you're not getting anything in return. And it just feels like charity work, right? Because you're not getting compensated, you're not getting reimbursed, people aren't doing anything for you in return. And it almost feels like a lot of this like friendship wise too. It almost feels like the friends that you have are just not like reciprocating the amount of effort that you're putting in. And so you like now that you're kind of pulling away, it's almost like you have to defend yourself. I don't know why I'm getting this. Like, show me receipts. And like, it feels icky. I feel like maybe there's people that are like, oh, like, well, you said you couldn't do this because X, Y, and Z. Well, prove it. And it's like, I don't have to show you that. Like, I told you I'm just not coming. And like, that's it. Right? Like, there's something about like, show me receipts. And like, it's just icky. Like, why do they care that much? They just want to sabotage you. There's almost like that sabotage feeling. So, places where that makes the most sense in your life because it could be in any topic, but that's just what it feels like. And there is a sense of learning. First of all, I feel like you are putting your foot down. I don't feel like you're like pushing over or bending for these people anymore. So you are putting your foot down. The King of Swords energy is your energy. You are done with the BS. Like you're just like, yeah, I don't care enough to have to do that. I'm not bending for you. Like you have gone like the lessons that you learned through your whole life has led you to be wise and very knowledgeable and strong. And it's almost like you can see something happening from a mile away just based on their interaction and how they are as people. So you've learned a lot of lessons through friendships, relationships, work things, experiences that you just know that this doesn't work for you. And so you have been like very like, I'm putting my foot down and like it, don't like it, I don't care. You're still defending yourself because like I think you do have a lot of pride within like who you are as a person. So I do get a sense of that kind of like kickback. But there is going to be, and currently there's something that's happening that's almost like an opportunity to move away because you're learning something new information wise from this person. And people, work situation that will pivot you to make some kind of change. And I think you guys kind of know what that is right now, because I feel like you learned something. There's because the page here is a messenger, page of swords is a messenger, so it feels like information that's coming in. Maybe it's a phone call, text message, email, some kind of news article, something that is like, okay, well, now I see. I think there's something with like lying, scheming that you're kind of like, well, there you feel. I feel like used. There's something within this that just feels very negative and icky towards you, and so you make that move to walk away. I feel Like, this in the present is gonna pivot a lot. If you don't have that information now, it's gonna come, and I feel like that's gonna pivot your future. So let's go ahead and take a look at your future right now, which is I'm like, I love it already. Given, like, the situation, again, we're walking to a new year. This feels very heavy right now. Again, I love the fact that you're putting your foot down, very Leo, very fire energy. You are trying to figure yourself, you're rebelling. That's what the foot's down, because people aren't used to you putting your foot down, right? Or maybe they are, but now you're taking it to a completely other level. Like, you're like, I'm done. Like, I can just leave and never talk to you again and be completely fine. You know? The future here is the Fool, which lessons learned, I'll get into that. Fool. We have the Nine of Wands, which makes so much sense, and then the Two of Pentacles. So you are stepping into your new era. You are 100% taking lessons learned of your past life and bringing them with you, because you are going to now assess everything that is going to be coming your way. So there's going to be you taking, it's not going to be an opportunity that comes to your way that's going to drop into your lap. It's going to take you walking away from the situation to do something new, something spontaneous, something that's going to scare you. And then that's like that situation, like when you know, like, I want to do that, but I'm scared because of change, blah, blah, blah. Like, that's what the Fool is. Like, he's walking off the cliff not knowing what like the end result's going to be, okay? But he's like, he's jovial, he's happy because, like, the weight of the past is gone. He's holding the experiences with him up here, right, in that bag, so that he doesn't make the same mistake twice. But he's going to do something spontaneous, something that he's been wanting to for so long, and he's just going to do it. And I think it's like ripping that band-aid off, because that's the situation that's going to happen. And, like, yeah, like, Nine of Wands, like, you are absolutely depleted. Nine is nearing completion, right? But look at the guy. You put up a good fight, but I think, like, this is gonna be yours, like, the future here, this card is showing me, like, you put up a good fight, but it's okay to let go. And there's gonna be a sense of you balancing, because there's something that's been off, and I don't it's gonna be dependent on each person, right? There's so many Leos coming in, so places where it makes most sense, but something has been off where you've been trying to balance, like, your happiness plus, like, being with people or traveling and doing things. There's gonna be such a shift. You're gonna be doing something completely different. I'm getting a sense of travel. I feel like you're gonna be maybe doing more traveling because you have been very work oriented, or you've been held back by a person who wouldn't, like, maybe you guys are going to be single coming up in the future, because, like, now you can actually do things. And the reason why I'm just getting, like, traveling, because there's, like, a boat in the background, something that's balanced, something that's harmonious, and it's like with the pentacles, it's like work life balance. I think there's just something that you're finally going to be able to, like, have that's even keel now, which you didn't have, because something or someone was holding you back and locking you down. So it could have been a work, it could be persons, it could be friends, maybe people are guilt tripping you, and it's just done. I see that being done in the future, because again, King of Swords energy, this is your energy in the present. You're putting your foot down. So maybe some of you guys will be single. Maybe some of you guys will get a job that's going to be, like, more open to you traveling. Or maybe you finally tell your job, look, I haven't taken off in so long and I need to do this. And you don't even ask for permission. What are they going to do? I feel like you already are the type of person that, like, runs the show, which is why they don't want you to leave. So there's some kind of, like, mix of all of this kind of happening right now. And again, 2026, like, we are now walking into this with you guys kind of figuring out who you are. Again, the witch coming up very strongly here, right? As a vibe of the month. And if you're looking for that change, this is your universe saying, like, you need to take the leap of faith and just do it. Rip off the band-aid, whatever that means to you in that situation. Maybe you do have to cut off those people. Block. I'm getting the word block. I think it's time to do that. And I think closing that door and leaving whatever negativity you had, because it's still leaking into 2026 right now. If you can finally just close that door, you will have the balance that you've been looking for, the opportunities, and the weight of all that, like, hell and burden, kind of, like, dissipating, because your future is like you're exhausted and you want to break, right? That's what it is. So if this message has resonated, definitely like and subscribe so you don't miss another one. I am leaving this for the first time, but I'm writing a book, and I will let you guys know when it kind of comes out, in terms of I'm going to be posting it for free on, like, 2 websites, and would love for you guys to read it, because it's all about energy. It's all about, like, this, like, you have the ability to change everything, and what I, like, spiritually kind of believe in and see. And it is just a romantasy. that has sci-fi in it, and it's more adventure and, like, action-packed, so it's not, like, all, like, knowledge things, learn about manifesting. No, it's, like, it's how you like, this character implements all that into this new situation that she's in, and I can't wait to share that with you guys because this is, like, my baby I've been working on for so long. So I love you guys for always, like, supporting me, and hopefully you guys will kinda check in on that, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.